Hello, one and all, and welcome to the apocalypse. My name is Silver.
And I'm Mage.
Motherfuckers, I'm still me.
I'm just kidding. I'm not Silver. But I am going to introduce what we're doing today. So, last time on Archetype Apocalypse, if you guys remember, we did. Pull this back here. Childhood cartoons, and I was robbed. I should have won, but I didn't because my co hosts are dicks. So, today we are doing coolest weapons. And because he got his ass beat, monDe is going to explain what coolest weapons entails for our categories.
Also, monDe lost. Since monDe lost, we assigned him homework.
We did assign him homework.
That you did, and I did my
Are you-
homework an hour before I got on.
Let's do that first, actually. monDe, what did we make you watch?
You guys made me watch the healing version of Black Clover,
which is called.
Oh, I totally just blanked on it. The wrong way to use healing magic.
Hell yeah, it is.
And legit episode 2, it literally shows it's literally just a remake of Black Clover. Because the female antagonist is like, I must see under your shirt. And rips it up, and our main hero is like got a 6-pack of abs when he started off with nothing, because he's just been healing his muscles. And then
It is.
episode 3, the snake definitely deserved more than what it got. It should have been like outright gone.
Yeah.
Fuck the snake.
It's a weird premise, and it was one that like I think Silver mentioned it to me like 4 or 5 times of like you should watch this, and every time I like kind of blew him off, and I was like no, because it has the name to me. It suffers from the same name as like
That time I got reincarnated as slime.
Yeah, or what's the vending machine in a dungeon fucking thing.
The time I got reincarnated as a vending machine.
Yeah, so that shit where I'm like, okay, I don't want to watch this. And then I got 3 episodes in and I was like, damn, this show is actually really fucking good.
The snake does come back up again, monDe, if you want to continue watching it.
I hope you do.
I'm already invested. Like I had to tell my wife, like I have to stop. I'm gonna binge watch this whole thing, and we have things to do.
Well, good thing is it's only 1 season right now, so you can only watch another like 6 episodes, 7 episodes.
Thought it was 10. The 13 episodes.
I think it has 13 episodes.
Oh, okay, so you got 10 more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're fine. You got it. Plus, the ending, the last couple fights at the end are really good.
Then you'll come to understand my wardrobe choice for coolest character costumes.
I will say after watching that, I do appreciate that more.
Right now he's in a green jumpsuit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Once you hear the outfit and then you hear the reasoning for it they give in the show, I think that's really cool. But that is what we're doing. Oh, go ahead.
But watching it, I have realized that by running track, I am just one step closer to being a healer. Because healers have to run fast.
That they do, but you never play a healer ever. In any game, ever.
I'm sorry, who had a Pocket Mercy in Overwatch?
I was a fucking Lucio main.
And I was Reinhardt.
And you were a Bastion bitch.
Only for a little bit. Tiny bit.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is what we're doing for our punishments now. On top of having to make the card, which Silver ends up doing most of the time anyway, we are making our loser watch either 3 episodes of an anime that the 2 winners agree on, or 1 movie. So one of the 2 things. I have a couple movies in mind too, so hopefully someone else loses this episode and it won't be just monDe being forced to watch everything. But so we're doing coolest weapons. So monDe, you want to tell us what those categories are?
The coolest weapon categories that I thought up are: how fast can it be fixed? Like if the weapon breaks, like can it be fixed really quickly, or is it like Oh, it's gone for 4 episodes because it's being fixed. That sucks. Then there's like usability. Is it like Thor's hammer where it's like only like 2 people can pick it up? Or is it like something else where you just, oh look, a kunai. I got it. Anybody can use it. And then weapon strength. Is the weapon weak or is it OP?
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Also, I
Okay.
want to point this out because I'm a dick. Silver, you spelled repairability wrong.
That was Google the
He uses
autocorrect.
Google. He uses Google Translate when I send him text messages because
That was autocorrect that spelled that. So I right
I
clicked
think.
and clicked on a word.
Yeah, you just missed an I, so it's not that bad.
it looks fine to me.
Well, that's
Looks like
why
there's a
it's
few
wrong.
extra letters in there.
Well, you guys will have to look at the title card because I'm not changing it for our listeners.
Hey, thanks for giving us your money. Fuck you.
For our deaf listeners.
That's funny. All right, so I will spin the wheel. You guys get to guess who is who for the names again.
Oh,
I picked a pretty famous trio from a show that we've all watched, I think, multiple times and played games of a lot, so I think we'll get it.
and just to classify weapons, it's something that does damage. It is something that is an item, and it is something that is not power based. Like
When
laser
you
vision is not a weapon.
okay,
Kamehameha is not a weapon.
I wondered that too when I was coming up. I was like,
Kamehameha. Okay,
Yeah.
like Iron Man's suit, is that technically a weapon? Or
That is armor.
I would classify that as. So you would say that's not a weapon, that's armor.
I think it's more defensive than offensive.
Okay.
Because I was trying to think of this like technically your mind is the weapon because anything is a weapon if you think about it. Like I think I got too spiritual in this when I was thinking about it.
That makes me think of but wait, if you never come back in time, then I'm never given the medicine, and that means you're never born. And why does everything smell like copper? All right,
Shakespeare's body is a weapon.
Jesus Christ! Shout out to Rustage for Isekai D&D. It's pretty great. So I get to go first. Choji gets to go first. That is.
Oh, why do I have a bad feeling about this name?
He instantly knew.
I figured he would. It's a pretty easy one. So we spent the first, not recorded time, the first like 20 minutes of this podcast when we were all just sitting on Zencaster talking about Monster Hunter. So I thought it was only fit that I include my favorite weapon from Monster Hunter. Anyone know?
Gun lance?
Insect glaive.
Insect glaive is pretty cool, but monDe was correct. It is the gun lance. So I'm going to try to find.
Or the lance.
It's both. Ooh, this is the Sunbreaker one. That's a good one.
I thought it was named with Sun Eater.
So this is one of the gun lances from the game. You guys have all seen these. You know what they look like.
I've never seen that before in my life.
So the gun lance it's actually technically 2 parts. I guess you could call it like gun lance and reasonably it's like, well, it's reasonably gun lance and shield, I guess, because every one comes with a shield. So you have the gun lance. Typically it's held in one hand. The individual is wounding it is sharp at the end like a lance, like you would imagine, and then it also has a trigger that you pull to shoot a bullet out of it. Typically they hold anywhere from 2 to 7 shots. They have an alternate ammo type, which is an explosive round where the individual stabs the gun lance into the so the game Monster Hunter obviously stabs into the monster, pulls the trigger, and it shoots an explosive dart into the monster, which then takes a little bit of time burning up and then exploding. And it does damage that whole time, obviously. Very good defensive ability because you do have the giant shield on the one hand with it. Very versatile because you can stab and shoot. You can be at distance. You can be close range. Let me see here. As far as usability, it seems pretty easy to use. I think the only problem with it is like hefting it because it can be pretty. Some of them look like they're pretty heavy, but then there's like the bone ones which look pretty light. They just look like essentially you're holding like a shotgun in one hand. And they are, like I said, one of the most powerful weapons in the game just because of the versatility of the weapon. So yeah.
Does Monster Hunter weapons have durability?
They just never break in the game.
In the PlayStation versions, they do have durability. Some do, I believe.
I don't remember that. I could be wrong though.
Because they got whetstones for sharpening.
Mm-hmm. But that's like certain ones start at a certain like durability, like certain like sharpness, and the whetstone just can improve it.
Yeah, the whetstone will put it back up to sharpness.
Mm-hmm.
So that's their durability type.
Potentially, I guess.
For how fast it can be fixed, repairability, I would have to give it roughly an 8 because pretty much all to most weapons on Monster Hunter have the durability thing, and the whetstone, it only takes about 4 or 5. They do 4 or 5 strikes with the whetstone, and it suddenly it's like right back up there. But in some of them, you have to like do it like repeatedly to get it back up because it only increases a little bit at a time. I haven't played the console version in a while, but the Monster Hunter Now app, there is no durability on them, so you can like continuously go. But going off the console, I'd say 8. Usability, pretty much every hunter can use it in the game. It's just, do you have the skill to use it and like put the stuff to the thing? So I think I'll also give that an 8 as well. And strength, I mean, I've fought alongside some gun lance users in the dimension rifts, and they seem to deal out some hefty damage with the heavy bowgun and them things. So I'd have to give strength a 9.
Thank you for your patronage.
Okay. So, my ruling on this rifle with a
really long bayonet.
Yeah. This rifle with a bayonet is 90% bayonet.
I think it's more a bayonet with a rifle attached to it.
That's what I said.
If someone put a bayonet on a shotgun.
If someone attached a shotgun to my longsword. It's
I like
more
this
of
katana.
Repairability being whetstone, like you said, 8, I'd say is probably generous because I'd give it a 7 because it is quick. But while you're doing that, you're in combat and you're going to get ate by a Pookie.
Fuck the Pookie.
It's my favorite monster. It's very cool.
Usability.
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah. Usability wise, you got to be a trained hunter. Otherwise, I don't think you're lifting this if you're just a normal person. Because I've lifted metal things a lot. And I can guesstimate how much that weighs in order to do the damage it needs to. And my estimation is a fuck ton.
A fuck ton. I don't know about that.
At least 500 pounds.
We all know monster hunters are compensating for something.
You shut your
I'm going to give
mouth.
usability a 5. Especially with the recoil from the big barrel like that. You're pretty much launching a cannonball.
I can't even front.
Weapon strength, the cannonball does come into account for that, and if you can lift it up, I'd say it's probably be an 8. So 7, 5, and 8 for
What a dick.
20, right?
Yeah, 20. All right, I guess. It's pretty accurate to what this is going to be. And I'm spinning the wheel again. And up next is Shikamaru. Do you guys want to guess which one of you is Shikamaru?
It's a drag.
Yeah, it's you, Silver. Go ahead.
Okay, so since we're starting off with video games,
I would have just picked trios now from anime with 2 guys and 1 girl, and monDe's going to be the girl every time.
Y'all suck.
Next time it's going to be like, all right, Katara, you're up.
Fucked by the Avatar.
don't Google that.
She does get fucked by the Avatar, yeah. that is the premise of the show.
That's the premise of the second season. Since we're sticking with video games, since Mage set the precedent.
Precedent.
I'm going with the good old-fashioned Ratchet and Clank Morpho Ray.
Oh no.
Mage wasn't a PlayStation fan back in the day.
I was not, but I know what this is.
I feel like y'all are targeting me.
The Morpho Ray is a failed disintegration ray. Instead of disintegrating your opponents, your enemies, it changes them into chickens.
I thought it was ducks.
Thought it was chickens.
One of them, it was sheep. I think that was up your arsenal.
What a game. I played that years later on an emulator, and it was so good.
Yeah, it's chickens.
Yeah, because when you upgrade it all the way, then it becomes a flaming... Well, I guess it's a chicken that lays, like, explodes.
So it is upgradable. And it pretty much one-shots your opponent by turning them into chickens. Just don't attack them.
Yeah.
Just turn them into chickens and go. That's all I gotta say about it. It's a gun that turns your enemies into chickens. There's no repairability of it. It just does that. It's pretty much infinite use, if I remember right. And as for strength, yeah, it just turns people into chickens. Anyone could use it. Just pick it up. No keybinds. No weight limit. It's like a hairdryer.
A hairdryer.
Yeah, and up your arsenal, they morph into either sheep or ducks at random.
That's what I thought. I played enough of that game to be traumatized and know it.
Up your
So you got a
arsenals.
variety of farm animals they could be.
Jesus Christ.
Variety of
goats.
farm animals they could be.
All right. monDe, you want me to start? Okay, so let me see here. Repairability. Ugh, this is a problem. I think repairability is going to be like a 4 because it takes a lot in the game to make it, if I'm reading right. You need 4 gold bolts along with a bunch of the regular bolts. And then you have to upgrade it a bunch of times to get it to like decrease the time for it. So I think I'm going to say it's a 4 because if that's what it takes to make it, it's going to take a lot to be able to maintain it.
But it's not a... Once you make it, you don't really have to repair it in the game.
Yeah. I'll say like a 7 then. Because making it takes some time. Usability, it seems like anyone can use it.
Yeah.
Simple weapons knowledge, so I'm going to say like a 9 for that. Strength, it seems like the larger your enemy is, the longer it takes. So I'm gonna say probably like a 7 for that.
But most of your enemies are people-sized.
Yeah,
Same
but
gift of an end game.
yeah. So I'm gonna say I'll say 7, 9, 7. So 23.
Flipping.
It's higher than I was expecting from Mage.
You're fucking lucky.
Mage with the Monster Hunter. Silver over here throwing out Ratchet and Clank. I feel targeted. I don't like this.
It's because you were targeted.
Clearly. All right. So repairability. It does take a little bit to make it and upgrade it, but upgrades aren't really it breaking because the weapons in Ratchet and Clank don't really break. They just either run out of ammo or something like that. So I'm gonna give repairability like a 6 just for the fact that it's like it was one of the harder ones to make. However, usability is a 9 because literally anybody can use it. And weapon strength, I would also go 9 because it was one of the most powerful, but the drawback of the bigger enemies having to sit there and go wah, and it finally worked because you had to like keep it on them because the minute they slipped off of it, it was like, oh, restart. And it was a pain in the ass. You know what?
I know
That's
you
an 8.
used it a lot, so
Yeah, I'm lowering that to an 8 just because it was a pain in the ass.
Right in the head and ass.
So, what did I say?
6, 9, 8.
Yeah.
22.
high score 23.
6, 9, 8.
Yeah, 23.
22. Oh, 6. I was thinking 5 for the first one. I was like, no, it was like because 8 and 9 together is 17 plus 5 is 22. I was like, no, I'm 100% right. I was working with false information.
For those of our listeners that don't know our history, Mage was the mathematics one in school.
monDe was the athletic one in school.
And Silver liked birds and dirt.
Yes.
Hence why he never gets any editing done during farming season.
Because birds and dirt.
Chases birds with tractor, which is plowing dirt.
Not just any birds, killdeers.
I wish every one of those birds would fucking die.
And for our overseas listeners, killdeer do not actually kill deer.
Supposedly.
Yeah, true.
All right. So the last one of us to go, I'm going to spin the wheel. Maybe it'll land on... dang it.
Eno that we
So the
have.
last one is Eno.
Mind transfer jutsu.
Go ahead, monDe. Don't be as useless as Eno is.
Well, since you decided to pick one from the Naruto world for nicknames, I guess I too will pick a weapon from the Naruto world.
Sick.
Is there any guesses on what you think I could pick?
The grass cutter blade.
Shark skin.
Samehada.
Yeah.
Both of them were pretty close. I have chosen the Executioner's Blade.
Of course you picked the Executioner's Blade.
Wielded by Zabuza Momomochi.
I forgot how much you have a boner for Zabuza.
Look, he was evil, then he turned good. I should have used him for the Uno reverse area, but I didn't think about it.
He didn't technically... Yeah, he didn't turn good. He turned not a fucking monster. That's what he turned.
Technically, he turned, I'm not being paid by this guy anymore. Now I'm going to go after him.
He turned not a child murderer. That's what he turned.
He didn't murder children.
He was told to. He was told to murder Kakashi and his team which consisted of 3 children.
He was told to murder the bridge builder. They were just stopping him. He only fought Kakashi.
He was told to kill the bridge builder and anyone who gets in his way, which included Kakashi and his team of, say it with me now, 3 children. He had no problem. He was throwing water dragons at them. Him and Haku had no problems with killing them at first. Didn't have not a single bit of empathy to it. They were just like, I'm going to kill this kid. They didn't. They were like, I'm going to think of these children 0%.
The only child he didn't want to kill was his adopted son.
Yeah, it was Haku.
Which, when he was first introduced, everyone thought was his adopted daughter.
Yeah, spoiler alert, Haku will 100% be on my list for gender bent roles when we get to it.
Anyway.
Executioner's Blade.
The Executioner's Blade. I picked it because it is wielded by so many other people in the show, and they actually use it pretty well, and its repairability is like on par because it's been broken once, I believe it's shown being twice, because it showed in the flashback of it getting chipped and then it got fixed, because it's fixed by absorbing the iron in the blood of your victims.
I was gonna point that out if you didn't.
It's just like, I cut you, oh, thank you for the food, now I'm fixed. Because it was like only half a sword when reanimated Zabuza got it back. And then he cut down the Shinobi Alliance and got it back to full executioner in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I want to know the percentage of like how much of it is restored when you kill somebody with it. Because he got that back in like an hour. And he was like, oh wow, I'm back to 100%. It's like, what the fuck?
The handle is adjustable for height-wise for the wielder. Because Shisui was like, oh fuck, this handle's too long, and then just hits a thing, and then the handle shrinks, so his little arm can wield. Is it Shisui?
Suigetsu?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think Shisui's right.
I knew it started with an S.
Yeah, you were close. All right, well, I believe you're first, Silver.
1 second. I'm looking at math here.
Are you looking at how much percent of the blood is iron? For a Nematode,
so
it's
a
really
average
low.
longsword is about 1.5 kg weight-wise. So you'll need 2.25 kg of iron in order to make a longsword. Which means in order to make a longsword out of human blood, you need roughly 9,407.25 grams of raw material.
Yeah, but this is also a world where they shoot fire from their mouths, so I don't really think the dimensions of iron are the same.
And climb trees by magic mojo.
Yeah. And they literally are Jesus and walk on water.
You stole what I was about to say.
That was just my little... That's what happens when you Google how much iron and blood is needed to make a sword.
Well, that's a watch list.
So I can't even imagine the amount of watch list Silver is on. Silver's FBI agent just watches his computer just like, ugh.
Now what?
When you look up mythology stuff, some weird things come up. Just like a ghost, there's a spirit that hides in banana trees that comes down and gets attacks women to get their guts and then if they're pregnant.
Oh, that's great.
Is this an early sneak peek of MMM?
No, I haven't done any research for this one yet. This was just a fun thing I looked up.
Fun thing. Just a fun fact.
I'm just looking at satyrs. Oh, look, a banana monster.
It's about how it goes. All right, so the Executioner Blade, it is very handy for, pretty much doing what a blade does.
Someone.
Execution. But anybody can use it. It's just a blade. It's not picky about its wielder. Kakashi used it. Zabuza used it. A lot of people used it. Someone give it a 9. It is heavy though, so 8. We'll go 8 because it's heavy.
Did you say 9 repairability?
I'm gonna go 8 repairability as well, because as you use it, it just keeps on repairing itself. But if you chip it outside of combat, then you still gotta find somebody to cut down.
Mm-hmm.
Which is
That's
also
why guys like
actually that makes it harder too, because if you're not a murderer and you're not wanting to cut yourself, it make it harder to repair.
mm-hmm.
Unless you go to a blood bank.
Yeah, or hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, we couldn't save this man's life. Oh, great. Just
Someone lower
vacuum
that
out
back
blood
down.
off the floor with a knife.
Yeah. I'm going to go lower 7 to repairability just because of how hard it is to find blood if you don't want to actually hurt anybody.
monDe does not look pleased.
The more I keep talking, the more it keeps going down. So I'm going to switch over to weapon strength. Weapon strength, it's a big sword. It's how you use it. If you get hit by it, you're getting cut. If you don't, you're not getting cut. It's not really OP. You can wedge
Fun
it into
fact.
things.
Squadly OP.
Fun fact: there's never any on-screen kills with the Executioner's Blade. Also,
So it's never actually killed. So that drops it down to was it 1?
I'm pretty sure there is kills. Hold on. They just cut the screen so it doesn't show people getting cut in half.
I don't think. Okay, there might be kills, but it's never like a main character killing.
Yeah, but it can be used as shield, as it is giant sword.
Because it is shown in the one where Zabuza cuts right through Haku with it.
Haku's not a main character. I'm just gonna go with a 6 on 6 on strength because it's stronger than a base sword because it is bigger, but it doesn't have any innate characteristics to make it OP. Like Salamandra,
Samehada.
Samehara would have.
Yeah, but that's picky about its wielder, so that would have been low.
Yeah, see, it's trade-offs.
As soon as I saw repairability on this, I was like, my whole fucking list is shot.
So 786.
786. Okay.
20.
Close.
21.
21. 7 and 8 is 15, plus 6 is 21.
Welcome to AA, where no one can do math.
Where the points are made up, and it doesn't matter because we can't add them up anyway.
Pretty much. All right, Mage, give us your rating.
Oh, God. I think being
Yes.
able to repair it via blood, fuck you. I think being able to repair it via blood is really cool. So I'm going to say an 8 for that. Usability, it's a big fucking sword. I do like the fact that the blade moves, the handle moves. That's really cool. So I'm going to say an 8 for usability as well. I'm not going to be as generous as Silver when it comes to weapon strength. I think it's like a 5. It's fine. I don't think like you can really cut anything with it. So say like I do that, it's the same as like the hammer, right? If I have a giant war hammer and I try to hit you with it, if you have any semblance of speed, you're gonna fucking move. So it's like, yes, if you do hit someone with it, it's very devastating, but like if you need to hit them, it's really hard. So I'm gonna say I'll say 6 for weapon strength. I think that's more accurate.
What was usability?
8. So I went 8, 8, 6, so 22.
See, we were the same on weapon strength.
I see monDe over there just seething.
It's actually really close right now, so it's still anybody's battle.
I think you're up by 1 point, and monDe and I are tied.
No, actually. You and monDe
No?
are not tied.
I thought. What?
You're at
I had
45, he's at 43.
Oh shit! I was close. And you're
Welcome
at 46, right?
Points don't matter. Yes.
Okay.
Round 2. Ding, ding, ding.
Fight.
Is he going to choose another video game? Is he going to choose anime, cartoon, movies, history?
So, judging by how we've rated things so far, I have one that I think is going to be really fun, that I think you guys are going to like. I am going to go with the power pole from DBZ. Or I guess Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Technically, Dragon Ball Daima.
Oh, okay, fair. I haven't seen any of it yet, but yeah.
Yeah, he goes back to using power pole to make up for his shorter reach.
Didn't he have the power pole in GT too?
I think for a little bit, yeah. But yeah, so it's a staff that obeys one's will. They call it the compliant pole, I guess is another name for it. It can change length depending on what length you need. It has been shown to be used by a couple different people. So Goku uses it, Grandpa Gohan uses it, Master Roshi can use it. Korin has been shown to use it as well. I don't think there's any like. I'm trying to look. I don't think there's like a prerequisite to use it. They just have to be. I don't think there's any prerequisite to use it. Actually, I don't remember
Unlike
one.
Nimbus.
That's what I was thinking. It was like Nimbus. I know you have to be pure of heart, but I don't think the power pole has anything like that. But it is shown, like I said, it can change in size and everything like that. It is. I think it's indestructible. I don't think it ever breaks in the show. And he does some pretty like. Not only is it that, it's also very strong as far as like density, because he's moved some big people with it, as far as like pushing them, hitting them away. Um, so it's very strong in that regard. I think that's about it. It's capable of extending to 225,744 miles, or roughly 28 times the diameter of the Earth.
Mm-hmm. It is also was used as the elevator to get up to Kame's place.
Yeah, to get to the lookout.
Isn't it still shown in there in the video games too?
I think
It is,
so.
but it is no longer because it got taken down by a certain turtle hermit and used for a different purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That is shown in Dragon Ball Daima.
Well, that's exciting. I can't wait for that whole show to be out so I can actually watch it.
Don't get too excited.
Oh, damn.
I'm watching it as it comes out. It's super slow paced.
Cool. Sick. But yeah, that's the power pole.
So repairability. I don't think the pole ever gets chipped and or broken,
Not that I know of.
because it is used to fight against like swords and stuff.
He uses it as a shield a lot.
He also uses it as a pogo stick to speed up because he can't fly.
That too.
But repairability, give it a 6. Usability, anybody can really use it. So an 8. Weapon strength, probably like a 5, because he really doesn't. A lot of people have dodged it, for attack wise. It's like, oh look, a pole's coming. Just step outside.
Yeah, but it hits a lot of people, and the range on it is crazy because of how long it can get. Like you see him a lot of times, he'll just extend it into somebody.
Yeah, but if they got common sense, they can just step aside.
I
'Cause I'm pretty sure
guess.
Tao dodged it.
See, look at Yamcha just getting hit by that.
Look at Yamcha. I don't know if Yamcha's a good example.
So, would you say 6, 8, 5,
Yeah.
19? Wow, I wasn't expecting Power Pool to get me 19.
Why did that kid go through
Repairability.
better?
What was that, monDe?
Oh, I was looking at the other video that got shown, and the animation looks different on that last one.
That's Daima.
Yeah,
Daima?
that's Daima.
Oh.
With Child Goku.
They changed the Power Pulse case. I don't like it. It looks like a bamboo shoot.
It didn't have the case. Goku picked that up and put it away. Because Master Roshi was using it for something else without a case. Since we're taking repairability pretty
We keep changing the
exact.
goalpost on this. Because the first couple, like, you guys rated it really high on repairability because it couldn't be broken. So that's why I picked this. And then all of a sudden, Monty was like, well, it can't be broken, so it's shit.
Can't be fixed, can't be broken. Oh, I guess it's slow.
Fucking bullshit.
What?
Yeah, even the cat agrees.
Yeah.
Thanks, Millie.
Is that Fluffernutter?
No, it's cat.
Oh.
Are you laughing because I call cat cat?
Or are you laughing because of the other cat's Fluffernutter?
Calling a cat is the most silver thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, man. Is it next to your turtles?
No, those are all named after
Country music
letters.
stars?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no. Riku is Kingdom Hearts. Reba is the singer. Then the next generation was bees, so it's Boba and Blastoise, like Boba
I
Tea.
like that. Yeah.
The next generation is going to be different. Technically, it'd be still the same generation, but
Next one's going to be Jay.
yeah.
Called it.
Anyways, I'm going to go repairability with a 8 or a 9 because I bet it can be busted. We'll go 9, but I think it'd probably only be able to... Actually, yes, it has been broken.
When?
Well, how many times has the Earth been destroyed?
Okay, fair, yeah, I guess. So my thought is, like, if it gets broken, the pieces can probably still extend. So do you create like is it like where you cut a slime in half and you now have 2 slimes?
Or is it like when you break a pixie stick in half and you lose all the magic inside?
Maybe. I don't know.
So none of them
a
extend.
pixie stick.
Get the fuck out of here.
Usability. Pretty much anybody with pole training can use it.
Pole training.
I thought you said pool at first, and I was like billiards?
I don't know why, but the song Pour Some Sugar on Me just started playing in my head when you said pole training.
It's because of just talking about pixie sticks and pole training. Now we're thinking about monDe's old day job.
Look, the tips just weren't there in the daytime.
He also worked at a place called the Crab Shack, if that told you anything.
No, it was called the Lobster Rack.
Get the fuck out of here. Anyway.
Usability is going to go with an 8.
Okay.
Because it does take some martial arts training. Because everybody that used it were martial artists. weapon strength, I'm not sure exactly, because a lot of the strength comes from Goku wielding it. But also, if you wedge it against a rock and let it go forward, what'll happen?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to give that one a 7.
Classic 987.
Yes. It's only followed up by the even classier 789. Okay, so I am up. My weapon has been mentioned.
Or this episode?
Yeah. But is this the name of the weapon? Just not the weapon.
Oh, Jesus.
My weapon is the grass blade
I knew it, yeah.
from Adventure Time.
Oh.
The arm thing?
Yes, the arm thing. So Finn the human of Adventure Time goes through a lot of swords, breaking them a lot or losing them. He picked the sword up at a stall, I believe, for like $5 or something cheap like that. It turned out to be a cursed sword, which attached itself to him. And he can just call at will. And it grows a grass blade for a sword arm, or just a sword. And it is extremely sharp and durable. It can repair itself, as well as it can heal the user. Because in Adventure Time, Finn loses an arm while trying to make his dad not leave. Because as his dad was leaving, he was like stretched out, and then the sword itself turned into a giant arm to kind of help hold, and it just ripped his entire arm off. Then later on, the sword regrows back, and it also regrows his arm.
I thought he had a robot hand.
See, that was before. Then he regrew his arm. But it has been seen in the show to deal and cut up cosmic level entities, things that were going to destroy the universe. He has seen to cut up those and deal with them. And it be strong. And anybody could have used it if they just would have bought it.
Do I go first or is that monDe?
I go first on you. You go first on Silver. Silver goes first with me.
Cool. Yeah, so you held off on a couple really key things here. One, the sword is demonically cursed.
Yes, I said that.
And yeah, okay, you glossed over that like it was like oh, it's cursed, like, oh, it's okay. He can never not have it. Ever.
Yeah.
Period.
That's what a curse is.
That's a fucking problem.
No, he can unsummon it. It's not like he has to hold it the entire time.
He always has. So after he loses his arm, he always has the flower on his hand, or he has the thorn in his palm.
Uh-huh.
Do you know how hard it would be to walk around just with a giant thorn in your palm at all times?
Not that bad. I've done it.
It would hurt. It would hurt like a bitch.
You get used
like
to
a
it.
metal sliver.
Get fucked. So I bet that would hurt a lot. So I'm gonna say repairability. It does repair itself a lot. So I'm gonna say a 9. Because it does take a little bit of time. It's not like immediate. Actually, I'm going to say an 8 because it does take a little bit of time. It's not immediate, but it does repair itself. So I'll say an 8 for that. Usability.
Anybody can be cursed.
Anyone can be cursed, but the insanity that you would get from being cursed by it, I'm going to say usability is about a 6. Because it does I would be pissed if I had a thing in my palm at all times. That would affect my usability of it.
90% of the people in the show is made of candy.
That would fuck, and they still have nerve endings. They still
Yeah.
feel shit.
I don't know if Peppermint Butler feels much.
Peppermint Butler doesn't, I don't think.
All
Neither
right.
does, was it Lemon Grab? He just says unmake me sometimes.
Weapon strength. Weapon strength. It is very OP. I'll give you that.
This
So I'm gonna
is his
say
go-to weapon.
probably a 9 for weapon strength. Because actually, sorry, I'm gonna say an 8 because I think 9 and 10 for me is reserved for like, oh, this thing can destroy the planet, kind of thing. So I think an 8 is the right one.
This
That was
thing just
8, 6,
destroys
8.
things that destroys planets.
Right, but there's something to be said about that. Like it can't
Yeah.
you can't cut through the world.
I don't think he's ever tried.
No, but I can't imagine it could. So yeah, 868 is 22.
monDe understands high pain tolerance.
Oh yeah,
It's not good.
especially when that doctor was like, "Wait, you walked in here with that?" When I tore my ACL.
Or hey, your appendix is about to go.
Oh yeah, we just all sorts of understand high pain tolerance. Or hey, you got a softball-sized knot on your leg. What'd you do? I hit it on a chair.
We'll jump in 22 other chairs.
Look, if they wouldn't have put the first one there, I'm just saying I would have made that jump.
All right. Go ahead to your
So,
ranking me.
yeah. Grass cutter. Venture Time. I gotta quit watching Goku dance. Repairability. It's pretty much an infinite sword because it's like the Executioner blade and just keeps coming back. So it's constantly fixing itself. Because Finn's fighting style is kind of like straightforward. So I'm going to give it a 9. Usability, I mean, anybody can be cursed, but it's not like they can kill Finn and take it. So anybody could have used it, but now it's stuck with Finn.
I don't think that's true. I think they can kill him and take it in the show. They never explicitly say you can't.
No,
They never say he can't be uncursed either.
I thought
No.
PB said he couldn't be uncursed.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know. I know for sure that like they never say, oh, like the sword can't be passed on.
I'll give it a 8 for usability because we don't know if we can just cut his arm off and take it. But it did leave when the big arm did rip off.
But it regrew.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think his dad could have a curse?
But it took a while. Maybe.
If he like harvested the arm that went with him, there could be a lot of cursed swords. Weapon strength. It can shapeshift into the giant arm, but it really only did that when he was trying to hold on to something. Give it a 7. So what was that 7, 8, 9? Or 9? Yeah, 9, 8, 7.
97. Okay, I'll take that.
All right. And that leaves our last one of round 2 is monDe.
Yes.
Go ahead, Eno.
Oh, I'm picking one that is not from an anime, but it is from a video game that we like to play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking a lightsaber.
It's on my list.
I don't think this is going as well as you think it will.
No, just
Okay.
let him do it.
Please continue.
I said I just want to let you know I googled lightsaber to post a picture, and it gave me a picture of Labradors.
That would be because of your spelling.
Lightsaber. Lightsaber retriever.
Just don't put lightsaber in quotation marks.
Sus. So, I picked lightsaber. It's a weapon of pretty much light energy.
Plasma.
Plasma light energy. And it cuts things. And it can break. And then gets repaired with a crystal. And pretty much anybody can use it. They just push a button and go. It can also be used to cut bread and make toast.
First of all, you have made one of the worst fandoms on the planet. What I can only imagine is just incredibly mad. I don't know.
Especially because before you said this, you said, I'm going to choose for my wonky ones. It's a lightsaber. How is that wonky?
This is the one. This is the one. I'm first, right? Okay. I was half paying attention, so.
I was half
Go ahead. I was hunting monsters, bro.
Repairability. Kyber crystals are extremely hard to find.
Can I also point this out real quick while you're doing yours? That's not how you repair them.
It is not.
You have to rebuild the fucking lightsaber. Actually, the kyber crystal is typically the thing that survives because they're very hard to destroy.
It's the metal casing. That's Is the metal casing made out of Beskar?
Some. It just depends.
Yeah. Which is extremely rare material. Hard to find, hard to repair. They can be broken because we have seen it. Kylo Ren does not choose to repair his because he is stupid. He thinks it looks cooler, but it is more dangerous.
It looks cooler that my sword is malfunctioning every time I use it.
So repairability, 4.
This is not going to go well.
I didn't plan
usability.
On well.
What was that?
Oh, I said I didn't plan on this going well. That's why I picked it. I pretty much already gave up.
Usability. Have you tried swinging a stick around?
Yeah, it's
and
like
not hitting yourself.
Longsword.
Yeah. And not hitting yourself with it once.
Oh yeah,
so many people be losing limbs.
You can hit yourself with it once.
End up like Anakin.
You actually get one.
Good news. It cauterizes as it cuts. Usability, 4.
But good news, anybody can use it. So,
anybody can use it.
Yeah, they can pick it up.
Once.
Yeah, that's still quite a bit of people.
Technically, if you just hold like this and someone hits it and it hits you, you're cutting yourself.
That's only if they hit it with another lightsaber. It cuts through everything else.
It does not cut through Beskar.
Except Beskar. Okay, but as you just said, it's a rare material, very hard to
Unless
find.
you're Mandalorian, apparently.
It's like saying, like, it cuts through everything except vibranium. It's like, okay.
Weapon strength, 10. Well, no, 9. Beskar. It is OP. Not world destroying, but everybody wants one just to cut people with it.
Now, we don't know if it's not world destroying. We haven't dropped one into the center of the earth yet.
I was just about to say that. If you see, they do that in Rick and Morty. They make a joke about it.
And I don't think it'll do much. It's just as hot as a lightsaber, depending on which planet you go to. Mm-hmm. So 4, 4, 8, 9, 16, 17.
17. I'm not going to be as harsh as Silver. I will say though, repairability is a 5. They get cut a lot. The other thing about it too is if you ever watch them make lightsabers, how they have to tap into the Force to do it. Technically, I guess if you're wanting to make it correctly, if you want to make it not like Kylo Ren's where it comes out like a fucking, it's got random tubes shooting out of it with lightsaber coming out of it, uh, then you have to be able to use the Force, which is a very select group of people. So repairability, I'm going to say like a 5. Usability, I'm actually on the other side of Silver here. I think it's like a 7 because you do see a lot of like Finn in the new movies picks up a lightsaber and uses it well. He's just a stormtrooper. I don't think there's a lot of instances of them doing that previously, but that's like the big thing is like that happens, and he fights Kylo Ren, who's a fallen Jedi essentially. So like, it's pretty good. So I say 5, 7, and then weapon strength 9. It's so strong.
But in Finn's case, is Finn a clone?
No, Finn's a human. Finn's just a person.
So he's not a clone, but he was trained.
No, because that's after.
Because it's after Clone Wars.
He was trained as a stormtrooper. Yeah, he was just trained as a stormtrooper.
So he has some military training.
That's the New Empire. Yeah, but
give
not
a 5-year-old lightsaber.
He doesn't have like. Yeah. If you give him Yodas, I think it's fine.
Yeah. 5, 7, 12.
And that is the end of. And that is the end of round 2. We will now kick off round 3 as I debate which to use for my last weapon.
Somebody's got their notification sounds on.
Yeah, I never turned it off. Also, you used the wrong die, dickhead. I'm going to pick this is a fun one. This is for me. This is 100% a me item. So if y'all don't like this, you can get fucked. Weapon is a loose term in this game, just so we're all aware. I am picking the blue shell from Mario Kart. Oh, it didn't pop up? That's gay.
It popped up on mine.
I was just going to pop up the GIF. Oh, okay, cool. It just sent the
link.
The link on mine. That was weird. So, the blue shell. Mario Kart is a game I think we've all played. We all know what it is. We all get it. Santa is susceptible to blue shells. We know that. It is the shell from a blue paratroopa. Specifically, when you use it, it flies around the map and hits the person in first place. It creates a giant explosion, scatters every card around it. They also like go up and tumble for a little bit, and they're stopped as well. It is, I would say, probably one of the most devastating items in the game because it's just, it automatically hits first place. There's very few ways to dodge it. So you're gonna get hit by it almost for sure. And I think the other part of that too, not only are you gonna get hit by it, you're almost definitely gonna lose your place. Like you're just not gonna not be there. You can't really destroy it. So like there's like 1 or 2 items I think you can use that will like allow you to dodge it. Like this, I think the star makes you invincible. But I think that's the star and the bullet bill. I think are the only ones.
If you hit a banana at the right time, it'll null the effect of the blue shell. It'll just explode around you as you spin.
Yeah. Right, but the explosion's still there, and it affects the other ones around you too.
I think it's just and
the only reason it doesn't affect you.
Oh, I think there's just a split second of invulnerability due to the spinning.
Yeah, because you're already getting the damage from it. It's like if I stab you in the heart, and then I shoot you in the head. Like, shooting you in the head doesn't really do anything. You're already dead.
Medical standpoint, you're still alive. You're just bleeding out. The head just finishes you off.
Okay, if I shoot you in the head, then stab you in the heart, it doesn't do
Okay,
anything.
that's better. That's the better route to go.
There we go. There we go. Those are really drastic. Oh man.
Because like you might still live with the chest wound, but then the gunshot's like, okay, now you're dead. But then
It's
like
like
the head.
Like, oh, you're done.
Yeah.
or a less drastic one in DBZ when you punch your character and they're in their fallback animation. You try and punch them again and it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but that's the blue shell. It's a really, really cool item.
It's pretty much a blue shell. Blue shells, repairability wise, I don't think it can be repaired, and I don't think you just kind of randomly get it. Anybody can use it.
Mhm.
I'm going to go 9 for repairability because it just. Yeah, I'm going to go 9 because if it was 10, it'd just lay there on the track again and be like a continuous game of hot potato. Whoever picks it up. Because it actually, I'm going to go 8 because it does it is destroyed on impact. You're getting a new paratrooper shell every time.
Mhm.
It's like a grenade.
And like depending on, and like I don't know if you played like the newer Mario Karts. There's like 4 or 5 of these a game. Like it's not like just a like one time every couple races thing. It's like every single game you're getting a couple of them.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't played a new one in a while. But yeah, it's more of like a grenade instead of a sword. So you use it once and it blows up and you just get a new one. So you can't really repair that. So I'm going to stick with an 8. Because sometimes being Nintendo, they're like, oh, it doesn't, the paratrooper doesn't, or Paracoopa isn't dead. He gets up and walks off the track. Usability 10, literally anyone can use it. No drawbacks. If you get one, you get one. From Baby Peach using her grenade to Wario.
Mm-hmm.
Weapon strength 7, since there's at least 3 things that can stop it.
Yeah.
And you get those throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't outspeed them. So 7, 8, 10 for 25.
Yeah.
Okay, monDe, your turn. Destroy him.
So repairability. I mean, it goes boom, and then you have to find it. So it could be a while before you get another blue shell if you're not in first place. Because isn't first place you can't find a blue shell?
Typically, yeah. So the way the game works is like the further back you are, the worse items you're going to get.
Better items.
So typically, or sorry, the better items you're going to get. So like if you're in first, you're getting like coins, bananas. That's it.
Fucking coins.
Fucking coins. They make you go faster.
That's mushrooms.
Yeah, I thought that was shrooms.
If you have 10 coins, you go faster than if you don't.
Oh.
It's really dumb.
Me and Silver both just learned a new thing. I'm going to give repairability a 7, just because you never know when you're going to find another blue shell. Usability, anybody can use it as long as they're not in first place. So,
I mean, technically, if you're first, if you can get it before you're in first place, then go back up to first. It'll just circle till you're not.
Yeah, and then
if you get it,
it'll just come around and hit you.
What?
It'll literally fly around the map and hit you. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's
just
what
slow
it
down
does.
real quick.
Yeah, you get it and you just pass in the first place, and then you throw it, and you're like, it just breaks the universe.
Quit punching yourself. Quit punching yourself. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, it'll automatically target you and causing you to hit
What the
yourself.
fuck?
See, so you can
What?
use it when you're in first.
Oh,
You just don't want to.
Yeah, just not well.
we'll give that a 9 then. Then weapon strength. I mean, it's a grenade, and pretty much first, second, and third, if they're all together, they're all getting wiped out because it's like a 5-meter radius. So we'll give that a 10.
Mhm.
But it can be stopped due to bullet bill and star power.
We'll go 8.
So what was the total?
7, 9, 8, 24.
24. My ADHD is kicking in really hard tonight. I am currently on the Mario Hoops 3-on-3 wiki. So, all right. You are up, Silver.
So I actually didn't have a third one prepared because I figured I'd just, pick one as we go.
Just stumble into it.
And
He did not figure one out.
Wait, we're supposed to plan?
I am going. No, because that's a person, not an item. I can't use soul.
That was also one of my questions for the beginning of the thing. It's like, do they actually count as people or weapons?
Can't use Excalibur
What
because
the
he
fuck
is
are you talking about?
Soul Eater?
Soul Eater. Soul turns into a scythe.
Wait.
Maka also turns into a scythe.
Yeah.
Spoilers for those who haven't seen Soul Eater.
Which is everybody here, probably.
What?
Haven't seen it? I haven't seen a single fucking episode of that show.
Well, you gotta watch
Silver
Fire
seen it?
Force first, then Soul Eater. Canonically, that's how it goes because it's the same world.
There was a little bit of time where I like didn't really care about mainstream anime, so like I barely watched Bleach. I didn't watch any of Soul Eater. I didn't watch like Blue
I
Exorcist.
still haven't watched Bleach.
Bleach is like 90%
Yeah, like
filler.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I've seen like the big parts. I don't care about the other
Watch
stuff.
One Piece. There's no filler in that.
I did. I watched a summary video of all the important things that happened.
Ooh.
I'm caught up.
I will go with something we mentioned earlier
Uh-oh.
related to what my tortoise is named after. I'm going with the Kingdom Key from Kingdom Hearts.
I'm going with the Keyblade.
I hate everything.
Was that the other one on your list?
Yes. Considering I went into this with nothing except the Executioner's Blade, and I'm like, okay, we're doing like childhood memories here with weapons. Who made this fucking card? It sucks.
You did.
Yeah, I know.
You bitch. So are you doing it's the Keyblade or the Kingdom Key?
Oh,
Are those
no,
different?
they're the same. It's just basic Keyblade.
Are you talking about the
Okay.
Master Key or just like Sora's Keyblade?
I was thinking top of my head, just a regular key.
Okay, so
Sora's
just like
key.
Sora's.
Yeah, because it can change forms to whatever keychain you put it on.
What game did it do that?
Isn't that how it just changed forms? Or those whole other Keyblades?
Those were whole other Keyblades.
I thought his just transformed because you put the charms and stuff on him.
No, the only you're thinking of the outfits, Valor, Wisdom, and something else. The key changed a little bit when you did that, and then it changed into Shadow Keyblade when he went into his Heartless form in Kingdom Hearts 4.
You guys might as well be talking in Latin.
Look, Kingdom Hearts is like,
And I know the Oblivion is one of my favorite Keyblades.
oh, I have that one just chilling right up here in this corner.
But I don't remember their exact abilities. Besides, they can open any door or any lock. They can enter the soul realm, right?
Yeah. They
The Soul Realm?
it's pretty much the Kingdom Hearts like border, and then the Kingdom Key gets into the actual Kingdom Hearts by collecting enough hearts.
Sure.
That's what the
Okay.
Heartless are after.
I've always like, and this isn't a diss at anyone that likes this. I've always just thought this was the dumbest shit.
You don't like Disney? You just upset a lot of fan
It's not that I
base.
don't like Disney. I probably did. It's not that I don't like Disney. By the time that I was like, oh, I can get into Kingdom Hearts, it was already on 3. It was way too late. And I think it doesn't help that the fan base is so like rabid about it. Then I'm like, I can't talk to anyone about this.
I started playing Kingdom Hearts 2. Then I went back and played 1.5. Don't recommend unless you like card-based strategy games. Then I finally got a hold of Kingdom Hearts 1. That was pretty good. I finally filled in some loopholes and then made more. And then 3 is just like, it was better.
Fair.
Then they got 4 coming out soon, which is like a closer to like Final Fantasy 13 graphics.
But the character development, pretty good. Story's really good.
Mhm.
Rechain of Memories, not so
Well,
much.
Sora's in Smash now, so
Yeah.
I have to actually play it, I guess, at some
Well,
point.
Kingdom
It's fun
Hearts
to play.
is the Smash of Disney.
Yeah,
If
pretty
you think
much.
about it,
I
it's all come
yeah, I
together.
guess.
Plus, you get people like Sephiroth in it from Final
Sephiroth,
Fantasy.
Cloud, the girls from Final Fantasy.
Tifa. It's the only one I remember. But anyways, the
Well-
Keyblade.
Rabbit hole.
This whole show is a
The
fucking rabbit hole.
ADHD is strong tonight. Try and keep us on the right rabbit hole, which we were kind of. Kingdom Key, strong Keyblade, beats anybody up really with it. Big chunk of metal. Has special abilities. I don't think it gets broken unless his heart gets broken, which I don't know if it ever does.
It
Besides
just
his
kinda
heartless form.
It just kind of leaves him when he goes into Heartless form, but he can
Yeah.
summon it at will. It's not like he's...
Does he summon a different one?
He can if you equipped him with it. But in all the
Oh, okay.
story arcs, he normally summons the standard Kingdom Key.
Yeah. That's why I was thinking it was he just changed his feeling and his Keyblade changed. I didn't think it was actually like inventory of Keyblades.
Yeah, it's inventory because you get him as you go through the worlds.
That makes me
His big old keychain.
the image of this dude with a hula hoop that has just keychains fucking on it.
Oh, I know that person. That's Lucy from Fairy Tale.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just looks like he's carrying a clef key behind it.
Clef Key.
Just the fucking Pokemon. Just holding it by the face. Just let's fucking go.
Klefki likes to steal keys, so he would have a field day in Kingdom Hearts.
Have a heyday.
Find just a random clef key with the Kingdom key just floating around.
Oh look, this key is called the One-Winged Angel. I wonder how you get that.
I bet you beat Cloud.
Sure, Cloud.
I don't want to talk about Sephiroth. He's poison in that game.
He is a really cool character.
Okay, I think monDe's first, right?
Yeah, I
we
believe
kind
so.
of jumped around on the order on the last one. Fucking pandering to the damn people. Repairability. It's not broken, but you can have your emotions broken enough to where you can't summon it. Like your heartless form, but then you can summon it back. So I'm gonna give it a 7. Usability, I haven't even figured this one out yet because they can't take it from you because it's connected to your heart. But yet there are some parts in the story where somebody actually picks the key up and can like move it around, but it doesn't actually show them fighting with it.
Maybe
Doesn't Mickey use it at one point?
Mickey has his own.
Oh,
Everybody
okay.
pretty much has their own key.
That's fucking dumb.
the
Yeah.
Keyblade is in your heart all along.
Yeah, like Kyrie here, she's got her own key.
Fucking kill me. Fucking kill me.
Mickey's key looks a lot like Sora's, but his is a gold pole because he's the king. His is gold.
Because he's the CEO
Yeah.
of Disney.
He's got that plot armor.
You can tell this is Disney.
But yeah, so usability.
But have you? Did you play the PSP Kingdom Hearts game where you were Aqua, Terra, and Sora, or Aqua and Terra and Ventus?
I played that
Where
game
there's
when it came out on the console because it was like the 3-in-1. It was
Yeah.
Rechain of Memories and then something else.
Yeah, because then
isn't
during
Ventus is just Sora.
pretty much.
Spoilers for anybody that hasn't played Kingdom Hearts.
But there was a whole
No, don't do that. Don't you do that.
there was a whole, if I remember right, there's a whole arc in that story about everybody had Keyblades because they were just trained to use them.
Yeah, because there's actually a Keyblade graveyard.
And a Keyblade
So
war.
I'll move usability up to a 9.
I feel
because there's a Keyblade graveyard, which makes me think somebody has to be able to pick up the key and use it.
How does Sora keep getting new keys?
or apparently not, because they're all in a fucking graveyard.
Well,
if it was something anyone could pick up and use, they wouldn't just leave it there.
Well, technically,
if you could pick up and use anything, if you knew how to use an M1 Sherman tank, would you just leave it? No.
A lot of them did, though. They just got buried underwater. Ask the Germans.
Even Lucifer from Hazbin Hotel can use a Keyblade.
I love how you both posted it in here.
I put it first. I want that to be known.
By like a minute. And well, the weapon strength. I mean, I'm gonna give it an 8. Pandering.
What was your total?
798. 24.
I know we don't normally go back on scores, but can I change power pole to a 7, knowing that repairability wise we've been doing this all wrong, or at least I have.
Yeah. What would that make the score?
19 to 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This whole trying to figure out weapons if they can be repaired or not was hurting my head.
You set the card.
Okay.
I did, but I didn't. I thought it was like best weapon, not coolest weapon. I didn't go for coolest factor. I went for like actual like weapon use.
I think we took it as that. We were all on the same page. You just confused yourself a little bit, which happens.
A lot.
I do that to myself too. Silver, I'm very sorry. I'm not going to be as nice.
Non-believer, get him.
Call me whatever the fuck you want. Repairability 7. Like you said, it doesn't ever show getting broken, but it is attached to your emotions. It goes away. There's a graveyard of them, implying that like some of them just don't work anymore.
It's actually
or don't
the
work as
wielders
well.
died. That's why there's a graveyard of them. Because the
Okay,
Keyblades are grave markers.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna say like a 7 for repairability. Usability. Again, there's a graveyard of them. If they were really that usable, people would pick them up and use them.
I mean, people say the same thing about tombstones.
Just for that, usability is a 5.
Oh, that hurt my neck.
Weapon strength, I'm gonna say 7. It seems very powerful. However, it is just it's essentially the you're gonna think I'm a dick for this. It's essentially the bow staff from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's just Donnie's bow staff.
It's technically a sword.
Not even.
It's a solid sword that casts magic. It does cast magic out of it.
It's a magic wand sword. I will agree with that one.
Okay, that's fine. We talked at the beginning. That is not the sword.
No, the sword is magic. Sword can't use the magic without the sword. The sword.
But but if someone else picked it up, they wouldn't magically be like, "Oh shit!"
They could.
No, they couldn't. That's like if I was magic and I gave you my magic wand and you weren't magic and you didn't have any mana, you couldn't be like, "Oh shit, fireball."
That's not true. Mash was able to do it.
Yeah.
Fine, strength is an
Yes.
8.
There's always the classic spell, Stabus the Dabus, where you stab somebody and do a dab.
Now it's back to a 7.
I'm keeping it at 8.
6, 5, 8. I can't stand that shit.
No, you said 7 for repairability because it was the same as monDe. 7, 5, 8. Yeah.
What?
You did say 7 in the beginning.
Okay, sorry, 7, 5, 8.
20.
For my last one, I went way back in our childhood. Are you ready?
Sure.
This is a game we played the shit out of. And we just talked about it the other day, actually. Oh, the skeleton fucking dances. Sorry, squirrel.
The skeleton fucking dances.
I hear the scrolling. The gun.
I was confused by you said the skeleton is dancing. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
The thing I have chosen is the railgun from Red Faction 2.
Ooh.
The most toxic thing we had access to in that game.
I've been playing that a little bit actually.
On what?
It's on Steam for I got it for like $1.99.
That's a computer game. I can't play those.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, look, the Keyblade Graveyard. That's Organization 13. There's Axel, Aqua,
Mickey,
Kyrie, you.
Gay.
Yeah, that silver-haired person. That's who the turtle's named after.
It's the Sasuke of the universe.
Okay.
It is. Oh, there's Ventus.
So it's a trauma trash can that sucks.
Poor boy can't speak. It's a trauma trash can.
Cool.
Next was great in that. But anyway, Railgun, yes.
We're gonna have Next back again soon.
Really?
Too much work.
So, Railgun is a special gun in the Red Faction 2. It can blast through walls. Pretty much, it ignores all cover when it shoots, and it's almost an insta kill if you get hit. I think the only time you're not dead by it is if you get like hit in the foot. And
No,
is it?
no matter where it hits you in your body, I think is a one-hit
Okay.
kill.
I couldn't remember if there, because I know there were times where it like didn't kill us, but I think we had our settings cranked all the way up. Because I remember surviving a wasp.
But that's just because it's splash damage.
That could be it too, yeah. But yeah, railgun, that's mine. There's not too much to explain about it. It's a gun that shoots a laser that travels through everything, and you can kill multiple people with one shot if you get them lined up.
I'm trying to find. I can't. I was seeing if they had like a visual of the scope.
I thought the little TV screen on top of it was the scope because it was just turned.
Yeah, I mean like when it's like zoomed
Oh.
in. Okay, so railgun. I'm gonna say repairability. It can't really ever break. You sometimes run out of ammo for it, but not really much. So I'm gonna say repairability is a 7. Usability, it seems like anyone in the game can use it. You just gotta find it.
Does it have ammo?
So probably like an 8.
Does it have ammo? I don't remember.
I thought it was just like a bag.
The screenshot shows has ammo.
We always turned on unlimited
That's
ammo.
right.
I remember that. we always ticked that little box of like we always put no reloads and unlimited ammo, so it was just straight firing every time.
In story mode, it also shot like a machine gun, so glad it didn't do that in multiplayer.
Jeez. Fuck that. Yeah, so I'm gonna say usability is probably about an 8. Seems like anyone can use it. And weapon strength is a 10 because you can shoot through anything, and we had way too much fun with that. I remember having games where we would literally just like hide in the one little room on the, I think it was like the kill box map or whatever, and then everyone else running around and us just picking them off as they ran by.
When we played against bots.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking for the scoped picture. I missed all my scores, but the last one.
You're good. 7, 8, 10 for 25.
That's my highest score yet.
Oh, let's see. Repairability. There's no real durability on this item per se.
Mm-mm.
But I imagine you could break it. Well, it does technically break when you fall off the little space map and you lose it. So if you die,
but then it spawns back where it was.
I think it spawned back.
But that's a new one. That's counted as a new one. Not the same.
Yeah, it's like the blue turtle shell. Once it blows up, it just goes back.
7. Usability. Anybody can use it. If they get hit with it, is another story. As you know, monDe is about the worst shot.
That's not true. My grenades always killed you.
You were better with the grenades and the sniper rifle.
Not the railgun. And weapon strength, I'm also... If it hits you, it's not an auto hit. So it is a skill-based strength system. I'm going to have to give it an 8, so a 7, 8, 8. Just for targeting differences. For a total of 23. 7, 8, 10, 18, 24.
You said 7, 8, 8?
Yeah.
25. JK, 23.
I was talking about your score. 7, 8, 10. It's 20.
Oh,
Yeah, it's 25.
it's 25. Yeah.
Yeah. monDe's best score. Okay, I shall tally these up as Mage and monDe go through their honorable mentions.
Go ahead, monDe. You can start.
I don't have any. Y'all took them.
Oh, goodness. I have a couple, not a lot, but I had the Master Sword from Zelda. This one I didn't use because I knew we were going to argue about it if it was a weapon or not. The Pokeball.
Also on my list.
Mule.
Pokeball is
What?
also on my list.
It's going to be a MacGuffin one for sure. Mjolnir from Thor. The Infinity Gauntlet from Avengers. Batman's Batarang. The Green Lantern rings from Green Lantern. And this was a fun one. The Lancer from Gears of War, if anyone remembers that. I guess that was more Xbox than PlayStation, but it's just an M4 machine gun with a saw mounted to the bottom. Let me see if I can find a GIF of it. I'm sure I can.
Chainsaw gun.
It's literally a chainsaw gun. But yeah, that was my list. Silver, did you have any?
Reinhardt's hammer from Overwatch.
Of course.
Doomfist's fist.
That's a good one. The Gauntlet.
Alphamon from Digimon's axe.
Alphamon.
Yeah, I think it's his one mode.
Oh, I see it. I was like, I don't know what axe you're talking about.
I consider an axe. Some might consider it a spear.
That's close. Cool.
Beelzemon's gun.
Just went through all the Digimon stuff.
And then, since that's about it for honorable mentions, then we're doing a court ruling here. Because
A court ruling.
Are we going to allow monDe to change his score? Because if it changes some stuff. If not, then it'll be a first time for something on the show.
I'm assuming I'm going to say no. And I think because if I have a hunch, it's going to be a 3-way tie.
I don't know if it would be a 3-way. We still haven't had a tie.
I thought we did.
We haven't had a tie yet.
No, it's always been 1 point difference.
Oh, wow.
Which is how much I changed.
I vote you let him change it.
I vote no. And monDe, what do you say?
Clearly.
All right.
I tell you what, we'll do it this way. monDe, pick a number between 1 and 15 and don't tell us what it is.
I was just going to flip a coin and whoever called what.
That works, because
Okay.
otherwise it could be cheated very easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Silver, you call it.
I'm going to go tails. Like Sonic character.
All right, I'm rolling a dice here. So
that's not a coin.
Even. I don't have a coin. I thought I had a coin back here. So odd or even. That's still the same.
Odd.
Okay.
I'll take even, obviously.
Odd, like the character from Code Lyoko.
All right.
And I heard it fall off the desk.
No, it's on the desk. But I was like, okay, I'll send you a picture.
Is it cocked? You got to honor the cock.
No, it's not cocked. It's just I can't send a picture because my phone's dead. So
did you remember your phone's dead? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Things are going to come up.
It's going to fucking...
You see
Your
it?
camera quality is like 480p. We can't see nothing.
It's
Just tell us
5.
what it is. Okay.
It's a 5.
It's a 5.
So it stays.
I was robbed. I want to recount. This is horse shit.
We're gonna do
do I not have a
cause
coin back here?
Cause a fucking Jesus, an uprising.
Yeah.
All my stuff move.
Okay. How much did we beat monDe by?
A lot.
So me and Mage now, since we honored the die, me and Mage tied for the first time ever with completely different scores at 136.
Can I guess what my score is? Because I haven't added it up because I don't have a calculator.
Yes.
I think I just barely broke 100.
You're really bad at math.
I thought you did better than that. I thought you were like
I
130.
don't know where my
Mage,
score went.
You were just a few behind
Mage is
us.
super close. Your score, monDe, is 129.
So close.
So that means we have a tie between me and Mage for the first time in the show's history on episode 14, 15. I think this is 15.
That's wild. Oh goodness. Cool.
Then homework assignment time.
Do you have a show in mind, Silvers? I feel like I kind of picked the last one. Or I pushed for it a lot, I guess.
I kind of do.
Okay. What is your show?
So my show for monDe. Let me see if I can find it. Because monDe only listens to dub, so I gotta make sure it has a dub real quick.
Oh, of course.
To be fair, my wife also was watching Healing Magic with me.
Did she like it?
She's not a fan of the characters' names.
Why?
And
What's the problem with the names?
because they're like not almost straightforward. The only straightforward name that was in there was Tom, the fucking gate guard.
I'm trying to remember. I have to Google it now. I don't remember any of the names. Oh, Ken?
Yeah, Ken, the main character.
The main fucking character's name
They
is
don't
Ken.
call him Ken though. They call him.
They probably call him by his last name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Usato. That's right.
I was like, they have a Tom, and she's like,
Apothecary Diaries.
Apothecary Diaries.
I liked it. I don't remember if Mage has seen it.
I haven't. I've seen a couple of clips of it. I just had a flashback when you were trying to repronounce the name to the scene in Dragon Ball Z Abridged where Goku's trying to pronounce
Hyperglycemic time chamber.
Hypebonics rhyme chamber.
You get one more.
I can do it. Hypebola mime
I
chamber.
thought this was called the Room of Space and Time.
Yeah. So
I just said that because you kept mispronouncing it.
So the wife might like this one as well, but I'm not sure.
Also, you forgot about the other person, Rose.
Yeah, the super easy name.
I bet she loves Rose because her job is Rose.
Oh, the healing mage is deep. Yeah, okay.
The submissive or the dominant mommy.
Dominant mommy. She got yelled at for putting stones on his back.
So the Apothecary Diary is like a 180 from Healing Magic, as it's not adventure, but it's a mystery detective like.
You're gonna have to send me the name of this to spell. I'll
can't
get it
spell
when my phone is charged.
You can't spell apothecary?
No, I can't even spell archetype apocalypse.
I just copy pasted.
I put it in the group chat.
The main character's name is Mau Mau.
Mau Mau?
Uh-huh.
That sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
I think it literally means cat. I don't remember.
What's the... Huh. So I'm probably going to watch a couple episodes of this as well. Because I don't know if I can get into this, but I'm going to try.
I watched it in sub, so I'm not sure how the English voice acting is. I might have to rewatch it in dub because I really liked it when it was coming out.
Okay. Oh no, I meant like what's the next? What would be the next episode's number that comes out?
Oh, 16.
Okay, so I picked number 16 now.
Okay. We talked about this at the beginning. Incorrectly gendered.
Okay.
So incorrectly gendered as in like misidentified.
Kaku.
Yeah, like
Cross-dre-
everyone thinks they're like a girl, but they're a guy, and vice versa.
Okay. The reason I think monDe's wife would like this is because it does the Konosuba thing where like get, I don't know if he looks at Discord. They do like
I'm
the
watching it right
chibi,
now.
Oh, they do that a lot.
yeah, the chibi reaction like Konosuba does. Then it goes back to like regular artwork.
So sorry for the delay, everyone, but now we'll cue Chaotic with the outro.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Chaotic here. Thank you for listening to Archetype Apocalypse. Mage, monDe, and Silver will be back to debate soon, but if you just can't wait to get your hands on more, check out the other projects within Mythic Gates on Discord or at monstersmythe.wixsite.com. A quick tip since Silver can't hear me either. If you sub to Patreon, you get episodes a week early. Don't tell them I told you. See you next time, AA Fiends.